People say, hey man, I seen you on the news. You know, in Memphis, they could be two different things, you know. It could be a great. Everybody in Memphis ain't on what you think they own.
I don't think they heard you.
The only time I really was in any trouble, I was going to the trouble.
Don't let something you do for 30 seconds get you 30 years.
Like, even if you look at the news now, most of the people that be killed each other, they almost know each other.
It's a game of who could do the worst.
That's what people don't understand with entrepreneurship. They be like, oh man, dude making money. Yeah, he is. The only way he can make it grow, we got to keep putting the money back into it. If it's going to put you in a bad situation, don't be in that situation, even though them your friends and it seem cool.
You get caught, it's the end of your life, man.
I need to bag up off these streets, so I need to see how to make this money a little cleaner.
Not getting caught. Do it ever get times where you feel like giving up?
Man, every day.
Before we get into this video, y'all, I need y'all help. I need y'all to hit the subscribe button. It's gonna be right here. You just hit that red button. Leave a comment, man. Like this video, show some love. It's gonna help you way out. Everything I just named was free. We're gonna get back into this episode.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Elevate Solo Podcast. I'm your host, Solo, aka Mr. Elevate Solo, and I got a Memphis legend here with me, man. I got a super special guest. I ain't gonna lie, but before we get to the guest, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on this. Subscribe if you're new to the channel right now. But without further ado, I want to introduce Mr. Unapologetically Memphis, man. How you doing, man?
Man, chilling, man. I'm here, man.
Do you look at yourself as a legend, though? I feel like you did a lot in this shit. I feel like you done helped so much. I feel like you got to get yourself.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to build and make the city great, man.
Okay. So now look, for the people who don't know you, like, let them know like who you are and what you do a little bit.
Marcus, the people that know me from day to day, Unapologetically Memphis. But I just report about things I see in the city, and you know what I'm saying. I guess I put the culture out there. You know what I'm saying. I'm all for the Memphis culture because that's what I grew up in. Memphis all day, so that's what I talk about all day. That's what the blog about. Memphis.
Yeah, Memphis. Like, let's talk about growing up though, cause like I want to know, cause like, where you from? What part of Memphis?
Yeah, this the part to get everybody. So
okay.
When me and my parents, when I was a little boy, we started out in Orange Mound. So So I'm an Orange Mound baby. Mm-hmm. Then my mom and dad decided to break up. So that moved me to like my grandparents. So my mom stayed with my grandparents or whatever for a little while we were transitioning and figuring out what we were doing. So they stayed in Olive Branch. Right. So I spent a lot of time Olive Branch. And when she so when she kind of got settled and my dad kind of got settled, they lived in the Whitehaven area. So I was back and forth from Whitehaven, Olive Branch, Whitehaven, Olive Branch. So I ended up going to school in Olive Branch though. Uh-huh. But I spent plenty of time in Whitehaven because, you know what I'm saying, I was just back and forth.
You did a lot of movement. So let's talk about that split with your parents real fast. Like growing up, when you found the news that my parents are splitting, like how did that affect you like mentally growing up in not even just one city, multiple cities, but just as a young kid, how did that affect you? Well,
I was real young, so I was probably 4 years old. So it really didn't bother me. So I didn't really understand the transition because I was a kid. I was still pretty much a baby, but like I said, man, I just adapted back and forth from Memphis to Olive Branch, and just happened to go to school in Olive Branch. Yeah. But Olive Branch really, I always tell people Olive Branch helped me be able to build what Unapologetically Memphis is because it's two different cultures.
So at what age did you know you wanted to be successful? Though? Like when did it hit? Like, because some people, it may hit a little later than others.
Well, my parents used to always look at me. I used to, I like to draw when I was little.
Yeah.
So I was always kind of creative. So they were like, man, dude can draw like a grown man. He a boy.
Okay. Then.
So it always been some creativity to me. So I always felt like I was going to do something good. Just didn't know what it was going to be. And like I said, just everybody like, how you fall into the Unapologetic Memphis and how you can do the create now. Like creativity just in me.
Where the name come from though?
Man, the crazy part, when I first named this, it was the Black Book of Memphis, because I was like, I'm gonna spotlight the black businesses or whatever that's in Memphis.
Okay.
And I was like, then for some reason I was looking on the internet and I seen Unapologetically Black. And, you know, Memphis is 70% black, so I was like, Unapologetically Memphis. And when I seen it, I just spun it to that, and we here.
We here, boo. I want to know, like, cause when you first started, I don't think you looked at it as it was gonna come what it is today. Like, when did you understand this Unapologetic Memphis, but it's a business? Like,
when people start hitting me up like, hey, how can I get on there? And people wanted to pay to get on the page. They were like, man, we like this page, and we want to be on it, and we're trying to see how to be a part of it and how we can put our business out. So I was like, you know what? I can make money from this.
So it was something you started. You didn't even think you can make money.
No, I was just doing it for the love. Like I still do it for the love. It's just I make money from it.
Yeah, but I think that's the dope part. Because if you do something that you love, it's easier to do it when times get low. Because you could be doing something that you don't really like, and you just doing it for the money. But if money will motivate you when times get tough, what's gonna keep you motivated?
Yeah,
it's like,
for sure.
You love to do it, you gonna do it regardless. Money come in.
For sure. When that money slack, I still be going. Like what? It's all good. Let's go.
How often you post on it?
Man, like I told you, it's like 6, maybe 7 times. Man, I have people from other blogs be like, man, how you post that many times a day? Or
How
like,
do you post that many times? What's the process? Talk to me about that. Cause
hey, man, I might wake up in the middle of the night. If I see something that, like, man, you know what? That's real Memphis. I'm going to post it. I just put it, it's built into me. Like, I'm going to put it up all through the day or.
But my question is, how do you get it from other pages? How do you get it from other sites? Is it something you have to download, some link, or how do you?
Like news stuff. No, that's just the news. So I might record their story or something. So at first they didn't like that, and then they figured out like, you know what, he put more views on us.
Okay, yeah.
So they didn't like it at first, but they, now I got people that want to partner with me doing what I do, cause they were like, oh, he don't mean no harm. He just showing what's happening in the city. It ain't no hate, no harm, none of that.
Okay, let me ask you this: the day you made your first post, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go back to the day you made your first post to where you're right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you could have a conversation with Dick Marcus, if you could have a conversation with him, advice about what's gonna happen in the future, what's the do's and the don'ts, what would you tell him?
Man, the first post I made, I didn't know what I was doing. My wife didn't know what I was doing. Mm-hmm. So when I started it, so I was like, man, this unapologetic Memphis, it sound good. So I made some shirts. So my wife was like, why are you making shirts? Nobody that don't follow you. What are you doing? I'm like, I said, I just got an idea and I feel like it's a great idea and I'm gonna run with it. So man, when people start seeing the shirt, hey, where you can get a shirt like that? I'm like, let me start making some more of these shirts so I can sell these shirts. Cause I'm a brand now.
Yeah, okay, that's a transition.
so it was just seeing people like, oh, I like what dude doing. Like when I started talking about the neighborhoods, I think I started with Orange Mound because I was born there. Then I went to Whitehaven, because I was back and forth from there. When I just started making posts about the neighborhoods and the definitions of them, everybody was like, you know what? I liked it. And people wanted this definition tees. And people still ask me for like, man, why you don't make them definition tees no more? I was like, it was just a state. It was just building the brand. I didn't know it was going to take off and people really wanted it years later.
Wait, so, definition tees. So what you had like South Memphis?
It had like, South Memphis or like Whitehaven.
What would be the Memphis like? What would be the meaning of like South Memphis?
It'd be like Whitehaven, then who founded it. And what it mean, like like people call it Black Haven. So people like, hey, we want a Black Haven TV, so T-shirt. So I had to make Black Haven instead of Whitehaven. So
yeah. That's hard. That's hard. Yeah, why did you start? What made you start though? Because everybody interested.
Man, I just started getting into the advertising. The advertising part easier. People just send you what they want posted, a caption, and man, they send you that money, put it up there. So shirts, you had to make the shirts. You had to. It's a whole lot of work with making merch. So, but I'm gonna go back to the merch because everybody want the merch again.
For sure, another stream of income. You know what I'm saying? It's a little harder, like you said, but I think it'll be beneficial.
Yeah.
Do you think? Well, let's talk about this. Like I said, I respect how you highlight the good side of Memphis because we always talk about. When we hear about the news, we hear about people, everybody talking about, yo, I'm scared of Memphis, this, Memphis, that. We literally have tourists scared to come here, but we on a college capital. It'd be cool. Like, I feel like it ain't as bad as the media portray it.
No, it ain't half as bad. Like you said, when you go out of town, you tell people you from Memphis, they looking at you like, bro, everybody in Memphis ain't on what you think they own. They're like, the trouble you get in Memphis, that's like me growing up. The only time I really was in any trouble, I was going to the trouble. So most of the time, though, like even if you look at the news now, most of the people that be killed each other, they almost know each other.
True.
So,
they probably was friends prior to.
They some close relation. They were like, your partner knows something about you. People gonna trick you. It's part of life in the city.
I want to go back to something you just said. You said most of the time you got in trouble, you was going to the trouble.
Yeah, you know what trouble lay at. So
yeah. Yeah. So a lot of times I feel like they know they be doing like bad things, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you put it up on yourself. Let me ask you this: like, it's a young guy in Memphis right now, like in the streets. He want to get out, but like he's stuck in this lifestyle. Like, what would you tell him?
Yo, if you been having tire problems, you been riding around on ball tires, we not doing that no more. Hernando, Mississippi, South Haven, Olive Branch, Horn Lake, Nesbitt, Zenatopia, Holly Springs, Tunica, Mississippi, even Memphis, Tennessee. Your wait is over. Come on down to Hernando New and Used Tires and Auto Repair, 155 East Center Street. Whether you want brand new tires or you anything like me and you like to save a little cash, get our like new used tires. Why pay full price when you can get tires that grip like new for way less? I don't get it. And we don't just do tires, we provide patches, quick rotation, plugs, and we'll have you in and out so fast you'll think you need a burger. Good one? No. Yo, we even got deals. You bring a friend, y'all both get discounts on tires. Who don't like discounts? So whether your tire's flat, your tread's gone, or you just want to roll right, now you know where to go. Hernando New and Used Tires and Auto Repair. Hernando New and Used Tires and Auto Repair. That's 155 East Center Street. 155 East Center Street. 155 East Center Street. 155 East Center Street. And remember, we don't just change tires. We change the way you ride. Now let's get back into the episode.
But what could you tell him as a man who done made it out, who done been through some trouble but made it out?
You know, my parents always put into me that, hey, if you do this, this is going to happen. If you get into that, we'll help you the first time, but we ain't going to keep on helping you. So I always had it in my head. Then, you know, you just have to tell people, like a lot of times people just do what they see their friends do. So I always try to tell my sons, hey, what everybody else do ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? If it's going to put you in a bad situation, don't be in that situation, even though them your friends and it seem cool. And I used to have to put myself in that category, like, man, you know what? I'm tired of doing stuff that may get me in trouble. So I need to back up off these streets, or I need to see how to make this money a little cleaner. Then do it that way. You know, clean money, ain't nothing wrong with clean money. It's just a little slower.
What you think about the jail system? I know we talked a little earlier about it, but what you think about the jail system? Because I ain't gonna lie, I told this story before, but it was literally a guy, he said he been in jail 11, he said he was in jail for 11 years. He came out, and for some reason he came up to me, like, I was at work, he came to me, he said, yo, bro, I've been out for 3 months, man. I done been stabbed. I done stabbed somebody. I've been on 2 high-speed chases. I'm like, bro, you just got out. You want to go back? Like, you want to go back, bro? Why you feel like it's literally statistics that a lot of people go to jail over 3 to 4 years. Within the next 5 years, they go back.
Yeah. And I got, like I said, we spoke about my cousin that was back and forth out of jail. Yeah. I got that. Then I got a cousin that went for like 10 years. And when he got out, man, he didn't do nothing else. He was like, man, I'm finna start a lawn service. I'm gonna do some flower beds. It's all a mindset. It all depends on how, you know, if you want to stay in the streets or if you want to make yourself better. And the goal is always to be better. It ain't to just do dirt all the time. Like, I don't think nobody mind is always thinking, let's do dirt all the time. You should be trying to say, hey, let me better myself so I can help my parent or whoever. If you got siblings, you want them to see you doing better.
I think the street. I think it's a game of who could do the worst. Like it's like I said, it's kind of a trap because like who can do the most bad things, who can do the worst without getting caught. Like who can go rob most people, who can go slide on as many people without getting caught. Because let's face it, you get caught, it's the end of your life. And like,
for sure.
Don't live 30. Something you do for 30 seconds get you 30 years, and they don't even realize that. I feel like a lot of them don't think like, yo, I'm gonna be a man one day. Like, yo, I'm gonna have kids one day.
For sure. So, you know, that always been like, I wanted to be something my mom or something be proud of at the end of the day. So you want to make your parent proud. You don't want to just be on the news. Like now, people say, hey, man, I seen you on the news. So I was like, you know, in Memphis, they could be 2 different things, you know. It could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. So I always try to make it a good thing. Even though my mama passed, look, like my dad and my stepdad and my sister, they get to see that. So they were like, hey, man, dude, man, they be like, man, our mama be so proud of it. She seen what you were doing right now. So that'd be my motivation. I do it. I always say I do it for my mom because she passed and she always wanted me to be great. And like I said, I do my best at this to be what she wanted me to be.
What she wanted you to be. Do it ever get times where you feel like giving up or quitting? Like what times? Talk to us about those.
Man, every day. I've been saying you gonna want to quit every day. It's not a day that you be like I said, it might get slow on you or the money ain't coming like you want it to come. So you're gonna be like, hey man, I need it. Quit. Do I need to go get a job that I know stable money coming or they're just Man, that's part of the game. That's part of building, because the money you make, everybody like, oh, he making money. I'm like, yeah, but I'm putting money back into what I do to keep building what I'm building.
I don't think they heard you guys say that again. Yeah, he making money, but the money he make, he investing it right back into the business so he can grow better.
And that's what people don't understand with entrepreneurship. They be like, oh man, dude making money. Yeah, he is. But he got to keep, the only way he can make it grow, he got to keep putting the money back into it so he can grow. Or you can pull people in and help them make money. So you got to keep on putting that money you make back into what you do to grow it to what it is.
I think a lot of times, even in the black community, well, especially in the black community, we get money and we instantly want to look like we got money.
Yeah, so like I said, man, look here. When I make that money, I don't go say, hey, let me go jump in the Mercedes, man. I'm going to keep the Malibu and we're going to keep on pushing.
Right. The goal is to actually get money and not look like you got it.
For sure.
I think it's something that we ain't really taught as much, but I heard you say something about, even earlier when we was talking about how important it is to invest into marketing.
Yeah, for sure.
Because a lot of people, they go over a lot of people's head. So when did you learn how important it was to invest into marketing? And I know you in the marketing space, so you can tell somebody how important it is.
When people ask me why you post so many times a day, I'm like, if they don't see you, they don't know to come to what you got. So the reason Unapologetic Memphis got I think I looked this morning, 233,000 followers on IG and 95,000 on Facebook. The reason is like that because I keep on putting it in your face. You can't miss me because I'm gonna keep on putting it out there. So everybody gonna be like, "Hey, Unapologetically Memphis," or if something happen, they like, "It ain't on Unapologetic Memphis." They don't believe it happened. So until I put it up, or the news even the news watch what I do. So they everybody's like, "Hey, if dude didn't put it up, it might not be happening."
He ain't put it up, it ain't happening. But how do you stay in tune? Wait, I don't think I ever thought about this. How do you stay so up to date on everything that's going on? I feel like when something happens, you be one of the first to
look, it's people out in the streets that want me to have it first, so they'll send it to me first. Or like I said, if I see it on wherever, if I'm a lot of stuff I see on my own, then a lot of stuff people send to me. So it work on both sides. So people be want once they find out I want the community to be informed, they make sure they send me stuff so I can inform the community. Okay,
I know you said you got people sending to you. So is it more so just you doing the work, or you got a team that help you?
I'm the team. I'm building a team, but what I learned about team. Like everybody in is passionate as you about what you're doing, so it's hard to pick people that be like, they on the same mindset. But I know what mindset I'm on. Like, we gonna have to get this out here.
You trying to make it happen?
Yeah, for sure. So I can't wait on somebody to say, hey, put this out there, and then they might not put it out there the way I wanted to put it out there, or you know what I'm saying. When you building the brand, everybody look at everything like, man, did he put that out there? Cause he usually put it out there like this. So everybody ain't trying to put it out there the way he wanted to put out.
I can say this though. I had to talk to the guy. He said he owned what was the place? AutoZone. He owned AutoZone. He was in the front office. I'm like, yo, so how do you know when you hire the mechanics that they good mechanics? Yo, I never know.
Exactly.
You just let them fail and see how many times, or you let them succeed and then you take their judgment based out there and you see if you want to keep them or let them go. And it's like, damn, it's like. A lot of times, even when we hiring people, it's like, bro, you don't know if they're going to be You don't know if they're going to work out. You don't know if they're going to be the best fit for the platform.
For sure.
What's one of the losses or L's you took in this space that somebody who wanted to do it can learn from it?
I guess not trying more. Sometimes I hear stuff back and be like, okay. And then you be like, man, I should have, don't not do things because you be like, hey, I don't know if they accept this, or like, man, just do you.
Yeah.
So you gonna take L's anyway. So you know what I'm saying. Sometimes they gonna be good. You just gotta know how. You gotta know how to be HR, man. When I do bad posts or something that offend people, I know how to come back and clean it up and make it and fix it so it don't hurt people's feelings or whatever. Like I don't do this to hurt nobody's feelings. I do this to keep you informed. It ain't no hating or nothing. People, man, you made that post, you hating. Like, nah, I don't do it for hate. I do it for you to be informed and ready to know what's going on in the city.
So the Grizzlies got bounced out the playoffs. How you feel about that, man? How you feel about this?
Man, not too good. I feel like, we were mad at Dylan Brooks a few years ago, but we need a Dylan Brooks on the team because we didn't have the grit that we known for, the grit and grind. We ain't got the grit because, I love Jaren Jackson, but He played too soft.
He too soft.
He played too soft. And
I just watched the Rockets play the Warriors. Dylan Brooks was causing hell to the Warriors.
exactly. So we needed.
So y'all needed
we
them.
needed them.
We needed them. Who you think winning? Like, who you think got to win over?
To somebody stop OKC, they got it.
That's what I said.
I'm just saying, I knew when we ran into OKC, I was like, ooh, that's a bad matchup.
You know they said LeBron finna retire. Do you believe that?
The man 40.
He 40 literally?
He 40.
I think he gonna play one more year though.
Yeah, he probably gonna have a year before he retire. I know he ain't gonna just quit.
Back to you though, man. I know you got kids.
Yeah.
What's some advice that I say your parents didn't give to you that you like, yo, I gotta give my kids this advice?
Oh man, I try to let my kids. I ain't not even saying that my parents didn't let me be who I am, because they didn't really say, hey, I want you to be this when you grow up. They didn't. I try to look at my kids and see what they, just like I was telling you, I was creative when I was little. Like when I went to school, my mom always said, why you don't take art? I was like, I already know how to draw. I don't need to take art. But she was like, it'll be an easy grade for you. So I was like, some things that they knew I was good at, I don't feel like they pushed me at it as much as they should. So I look at that with my kids. I was like, when I see what they good at, let me make sure I push them a little harder so they path to be a little quicker. So if I was doing if they would have pushed me a little harder, I may be farther than what I am now. Yeah. So that's how I look at it. But
right.
But everything in life happened for a reason.
You said you went Mississippi, that right?
Yeah.
So they getting a whole different style of living than what you got.
Somewhat. They got like me. Okay, I grew up partly in Olive Branch, partly in Whitehaven. Mm-hmm. So what I learned in Olive Branch was how our lighter skinned friends move. They work together a little better than us. And then when I come to Whitehaven, like, man, we against each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I took the part like, hey, man, we can work together. So I always use that with what I do. Like, hey, man, we learn how to work together. We can get a little farther. But, in Memphis, that's hard because everybody want to be number one. So me, I don't care about being number one. You don't even have to see me, really. And people like, the only reason I started showing my face, because like I said, when we were building the team, we had some people that did some things that were different than what I wanted to happen. So I was like, people were like, man, who is unapologetically Memphis? So I started putting myself out. So people were like, oh, this dude, they're doing what he do.
Who 8 foot tall? No, for sure. So yeah, I think that's kind of similar to me because I'm from Memphis, but I grew up in South Haven.
Okay.
So when I went out there, to me there was like a whole culture shock. Like I seen black guys winning. But again, like you said, a lot of people work together. Yeah. And here we got this crab in the barrel mentality to where it's like, yo, we see somebody doing the same thing as us, we automatically see them as competition. Mm-hmm. Whether they're like, yo, like if we work together, we'll get further on down the line. For sure. How long did it take you to realize that? Was it just when you went over there to where you started to understand like we better together? Man, Olive Branch showed me how to be unapologetic in Memphis. Like I said, it was a culture shock. It was like, this is how we do in Memphis. I love Memphis culture, but if we work together with the culture, we could build a bigger culture. It's like 3-6 Mafia and Playoff Life. They didn't like each other. Like, man, if them folk would just work together, worked out their little differences, they could Playoff Life be a bigger person. 3-6 Mafia end up being, if you want to say they won because they went nationwide and kind of made the Memphis sound. But if we would have worked together on a lot of different, if we worked together on a lot of different things, we could build bigger situations for each other. Let's talk about going against each other. Two of our biggest artists, I'd say probably top 5 biggest artists ever come out of Memphis, which is Young Dolph and Yo Gotti. We know how that situation went. Rest in peace to Young Dolph. I want to know, as somebody who covered the city of Memphis, how did that affect you, and how do you think that affected the city when you got the news that Dolph had just lost his life? Brother, I was working a job then. The day Dolph died, my phone just wouldn't stop vibrating. Like, man, what's wrong with the phone? So everybody was sending me stuff like, bro, they just killed Dolph. Like, really? So, man, it threw me off that day. I'm like, man, that's crazy. Because I'm like, he in Memphis. I was like, he in Memphis, right? Right. So, man, it was just, I was like, man, I hate it happen. Because, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm quite sure me and him would have dealt with each other plenty of times. Because, I know a lot of these people around his circle. So I was like, man, it's just crazy that we couldn't just squash that and make it
we wish dude was still here today. That's how I just say it like that.
One thing I don't like is that how when people pass away, like we kind of like even me, like I didn't even know all the good Dolph was doing in the city till he passed away. I didn't know he was giving
he was doing a whole lot.
As he was to the community till he passed away, and I hate that it takes for somebody that passed away for that to happen again, which is why I was saying like. How people like they cover the bad stuff what's going on and they talk about the good. Like they ain't never I don't feel like the world ain't never really just showed the good that not even just Dolph but other rappers doing.
Yeah.
But do you think that the rappers with that being big they got a lot of effect on the youth, like the young generation coming up?
It is because we show each other so much hate when I don't know why in our community if you see somebody doing good it hurts your feelings. I'll give you the example when I was 19 years old. So we'd go to the time I got carjacked at Denim and Diamond. So everybody in Memphis know Denim and Diamond. So got carjacked. So I had fixed up a Cutlass. I had just graduated school. I fixed up my Cutlass, riding the Denim and Diamond one night, thought I was clean. And I guess when I got on the parking lot, some guys spotted me. They probably like, oh, dude riding by himself. Look like he young. He got the clean car. He done fixed this junk up. I'm talking about this junk spotless. People just do not like to see you winning in the city for some reason. Like, hey, why? Why would you target a person just cause they ride clean? Dude, actually, they carjacked me. They were in almost the exact same car. They had a Bonneville, fixed up with rims. But I guess the passenger dude, like, man, I ain't got no car, so they.
So how it go though? Was you in the car?
I was in the car. I was riding the parking lot. If everybody know Denim and Diamond, you just ride the parking lot. You looking for a little girl or something. You're like, man, let me find something stout. Man, just ride, man. Wasn't paying attention, playing on my radio, and when I looked down and looked back up, dude with the car like, hey, get out that bitch. Like, damn.
Damn.
It happened so quick. I was like, man, just.
What you was just like, yeah, I got it.
Like, hey, it wasn't nothing I could do. I was like, man, he had I had the one to crack, so he had the pistol in the car. So I was like, man, I can't do nothing. Give him the car. You know what I'm saying?
The car, you can't
exactly. And that was my parent put him like, son, I know you fixed that car up, man. You love that car, but let him have the car if they get the ups on you. So he had the ups on me. I had to give it to him. So it's just the city we live in. So I was like, man, I always took situations like, man, even though that happened. I still wanted to that. Like the next week, I had the drop top Mustang, so I was like, hey, so I was like, hey, in the city, you're gonna get some people that gonna hate on you, but don't let the hate discourage you from doing what you're doing. If I let hate discourage me from what I was doing, I wouldn't do what I do now.
So you got a hate on a lot going on, or just
people, people just, like I said. People like, hey man, dude. I always I wasn't flashy, but I always like they were like, dude, always have some nice stuff, or he always,
They don't like that. I hate it. We like that, bro. You can't look at nobody win. It's like, bro, a lot of times we get mad that people flyer than that. They can say you get mad because somebody flyer than you, but you ain't mad because they smarter than you. Yeah, so you ain't mad because they ain't got more wisdom than you, so you need to go read or go search on how to make money, so you could be in the same position than they is.
For sure.
You ain't get fly without having the knowledge.
For sure. When I seen somebody doing better than me, I'd be like, hey, bro, how you get like I know a dude went to church with us. He was riding like the photo Porsche. I'm like, bro, what you do? So I'm gonna ask you what you do to get where you at. So instead of us doing that, we'd rather take it from each other. Like, bro, most times people will tell you what they do if you just ask what they do.
Because I feel like people who win it want to see other people win it.
For sure.
It's just the people at the bottom, they just don't know what it feel like. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I feel like me, I'm the type of person I won't hesitate to tell you that I'm inspired by you or that I look up to you, because I feel like a lot of times you don't even know how much they can help that person.
For sure.
They could be not even feeling like they doing as much, but it's just a sign of I'm doing the right thing.
For sure. Like I told you earlier, I was like, man, I don't do it for inspiration. I just do it because I like it. It ain't even to inspire nobody. I was like, hey man, this is what I like to do. And like I said, when you do go to events and people be like, hey man, I love what you do, man, don't stop. Be like, you know what I do, it makes sense.
And inspire people in the process. You're doing the right thing. 5-10 years, where you see markets? Like, what do you see unapologetically Memphis? Like, what do you see there?
Man, I wanted to be like a media empire. I wanted to be like more like the news. So I have some, we were saying, working together. I'd rather have some content creators that be on the spot, because I get invited to a lot of stuff that I can't go to because I got stuff with my kids. So I wanted to be almost like the news, but unapologetically Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Where we make a name for all the content creators or whatever in the city.
Before I let you go, I want to talk about this. You are a father, right? And one thing I really respect is like how you will put your kids first. Like it's kind of for you. I feel like you an entrepreneur, you unapologetic Memphis. But that's just what you do. You a father first.
For sure.
Like, you a father first. Like what you do don't define who you are. Like how did that mindset come to play? And when did you like? Cause I feel like when you first had the kids, it wasn't like that. Maybe this just me thinking maybe it was before you did. So what made this shift for you? Like, damn, I'm a father first.
Man, you just growing up watching my parents. A lot of time they didn't go to they couldn't go to things I went to because they were working or something. So like, you know what? I do this, so I'm gonna make sure if my kid got a soccer game, I'm at the soccer game and hey. I had instances where people like, hey, we'll pay you to come. Man, my kid got a soccer game. The money, it ain't even about the money. I can make some more money. So I
always remember this.
So it's like put the kids first, then I'm gonna get the money anyway.
It's hard. It's dope, man. Look, man, I appreciate you for coming on the podcast, man.
Man, for sure, man. I appreciate you inviting me, man.
For sure, man. You were dope, man. Where can the people go reach you, man?
Facebook, IG, TikTok. Man, we got Twitch, but I don't use it.
Twitch?
I wanted to make sure I had the name so nobody wouldn't take it. Like, let me make sure I put my name on all these different accounts so if I need to use it on something.
It is becoming like a new TV.
Yeah, so like I said, man, anywhere you need to see Unapologetic Memphis, we gonna be.
Right. Y'all make sure y'all go tap in and go follow my guy on all platforms, all social links gonna be down below in the description. I wanna say y'all thank y'all for tuning in. I go by the name of Solo, aka Mr. Elevate Solo. I love y'all, thank y'all so much. Keep grinding, keep hustling, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Yo, if you've been having tire problems, you've been riding around on ball tires, we're not doing that no more. Hernando, Mississippi, South Haven, Olive Branch, Horn Lake, Nesbitt, Zenatobia, Holly Springs, Tunica, Mississippi, even Memphis, Tennessee. Your wait is over. Come on down to Hernando New and Used Tires and Auto Repair, 155 East Center Street. Whether you want brand new tires or you anything like me and you like to save a little cash, get our like new used tires. Why pay full price when you can get tires that grip like new for way less? I don't get it. And we don't just do tires, we provide patches, quick rotation, plugs, and we'll have you in and out so fast you'll think you need a burger. Good one? No. Yo, we even got deals. You bring a friend, y'all both get discounts on tires. Who don't like discounts? So whether your tire's flat, your tread's gone, or you just want to roll right, now you know where to go. Hernando New and Used Tires and Auto Repair. Hernando New and Used Tires and Auto Repair. That's 155 East Center Street. 155 East Center Street. 155 East Center Street. 155 East Center Street. And remember, we don't just change tires. We change the way you ride. Now let's get back into the episode.